everyone. Welcome to Mountaineer Spotlight. I'm your host, Marty Bond, and this week we are here with Coach Smith. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I love the new turf. It looks really nice.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited. As you can see, we're doing a few more things out there, putting some padding up and stuff like that. But yeah, we're super pumped.
So I know you've been a head coach for 18 seasons now. This will be your fourth year coaching here at App. How has being a Mountaineer impacted your coaching?
Oh, a lot. I think that coming in, you have a expectation for, kind of what it's like on the mountain and different things like that. But then, kind of when you get engulfed in the culture and just the family aspect of Appalachian State, I think it'll change you, and it's a special place for sure.
Definitely a great community. I know your conference is about to start. How have you been preparing for it? I know you've traveled a lot so far, and it's kind of hard to keep the boys motivated. How do you go about all of that?
Well, number one, I think we got a good group. So I think, just kind of on the front end, you're having conversations with the guys through the recruiting process and everything else, just about the expectations and of what the standard should be here. So I think, just starting out with that, I think you have a group of guys that are super motivated without really having to push them at all. But, I think that, as the season gets closer, it just kind of takes care of itself. It's a lot less talking for me and a lot less, I try to stay out of the way and let them do their thing. But, as the season gets closer and closer and, we're 6 games in now, and I think that with that, they start to see conference kind of rolling around the corner. But we don't really talk about conference a whole lot. I think we try to treat every game pretty equally in terms of what we're trying to achieve here.
I know coaching can be a stressful job. How do you find time to just relax, focus on the team, your family?
Well, you mentioned earlier about kind of being on the road. I think being on the road gives you a lot of time to be together with the team. So, you got a lot of time where you're kind of goofing off and different things like that on bus rides and different things like that. But, our team meals, one thing that kind of a team rules, we don't have any cell phones at the team meals. So that gives you a lot of time to kind of interact. And, we try to do every one of our meals as a team. So I think that first and foremost just gives you an opportunity to, kind of hit pause for a little bit and just communicate with one another while you're enjoying a good meal. But when you're on the road and you're going through those times where guys are having different struggles in the classroom, or they're going through study halls on the road, or different communication, having to achieve different things while they're out there, it's a whole different sense of bonding, really, because everybody's so busy and doing what they do. And we try to engage them in a lot of what's going on with us at home as well, with our families and different things like that. It's just we're not just out here on the road, we're away from our families, and it creates its own family. That locker room's a pretty special place. But I think we've got a group of guys that really, kind of appreciates that, appreciates their coaches, appreciates the family aspect of what we're doing through our training staff and our strength staff and our coaching staff and our players and our academic staff and everybody else. Everybody plays such an important role in that. So I think that, as you're trying to keep that balance, it's good when everybody's kind of cognizant of what everybody's going through.
Exactly. I know you've coached for a long time. You've learned a lot in your time. How do you teach these boys to kind of live after they graduate off the field?
Yeah, I think quite honestly, I think we probably talk more about that than we do about anything else. We often say that, at the end of the day, we're not going to know if we did a good job for 20 years or not. Because in 20 years, if they're, a successful member of their community and they're a successful husband and they're a successful father, and then we've at least played a role in that. Through the recruiting process, we communicate a lot just through our role as coaches. Not just how to throw a baseball or how to hit a baseball, but our most important role is helping them develop as people, and setting a good example for what it's like to be, whether they want to get into coaching or not, what it's like to be a good professional, what it's like to be a good husband, what it's like to be a good father, and how to treat people, how to treat people in times of adversity and everything else. So we actually, at the end of our team meeting or practice right there, was the last thing we talked about, was just the standards by which we should be holding ourselves, and we put a lot of stock in it. We work extremely hard at it.
That's really awesome to hear. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. I wish you luck tomorrow against Wake Forest. I hope we come out with a win.
Yeah, me too.
Now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you.